afraid. There's water coming out underneath the tile.
Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to my channel. So last week you've seen the start of this whole renovation process. We demoed the whole space ourselves instead of paying someone to do it, remove the floor and wall tiles, take out the old drywall and insulation as well. The insulation behind the tub area was so damaged that we had to put 2x4 pieces of wood to add a bit of support and so we can screw and secure the drywall properly. We put in new insulation, which I kind of enjoyed doing. It wasn't hard at all and it didn't take long either. We also added a vapor blocker plastic on top of the insulation and then finally put up the drywall. My husband worked all day Monday to waterproof the whole tub area and have the space ready for tiling. Also, our very old tub was replaced as well. So in the next 5 days, we'll take you along with us as we take on more work and more DIY projects.
The two electrical box was installed today. As you can remember, there was a light here, but then I want to move it because I wanted to do scones instead of like a vanity light. Also, this electrical outlet was moved up a little bit as well. It used to be right here, but it was moved as the vanity will be a little bit higher than what we had before, and then we are gonna have wood paneling on top of that as well, so that's why we have to move it a little bit higher. We needed two faucet or water line here because our new tub faucet has two faucet separate for cold and for hot water. We used a mold tough drywall specifically for bathroom use, so it's a little bit water resistant. Also, my husband paint on waterproofing membrane on top of the drywall just so it's waterproof. And then as you can see, those lines, those are seal bond that he put in like in the cracks and where the drywall meet up and all of that. The window we waterproof with spray foam around it, and then it's ready for tiling. So I'm gonna give you guys an update. So today the tile guy came in and put up our tiles. I'm in love with the texture of the tile that we picked. It looks like a fabric actually. There's like texture, as you can see, and it is gorgeous.
The rest of tonight, I'm going to apply putty on to the drywall to hide some screws and fill in some holes so that tomorrow my husband could sand it down and I could start painting tomorrow night. So the next evening, the tile were fully done, so I'm able to start painting the ceiling. I actually use the bare paint that I already have on hand. I think this is the flat finish. If you were to paint your bathroom, go for a satin finish. It's easy cleanup and a little bit water resistant, but I didn't want to spend more money on paint, so I just settle on this and use whatever I have in the house. So the next day, Thursday, I had to go run to Lowe's to get the wood panel that we need and have them cut it to the size that we want. So I went in and have it cut, and they're very picky with cutting their wood. You're only allowed to cut 5 cuts, and after that you have to pay $1 per cut. And they're not as friendly as Home Depot when it comes to wood cutting. Let me just say that. I would rather go Home Depot and have my wood cut instead of going to Lowe's. But the thing is, the panel that I need, only Lowe's has it. Home Depot doesn't have it, so I didn't have any choice but to go Lowe's. But if I have a choice, I would rather go Home Depot instead of Lowe's.
Right, so wood is bought. That's for my paneling. I grabbed the paneling. I have them cut it for me. I also picked up baseboards and the wood that goes on top of the base, the wood paneling. So I'm so excited. We're gonna sand when I get home, and then we're gonna paint. Sorry, tomorrow we're gonna paint. Yeah, or tonight we're gonna sand and paint, and I'm gonna install my wood panelings. Hopefully my measurement works good because I suck at measuring things, so let's hope for the best. I'm gonna drive home, and I'm super hungry, so I'm gonna go eat when I get home and then get to work.
A few moments later.
It's more like a taupe.
Been working on this washroom for a week now. So stressful. Renovation shows that you're watching on TV and on YouTube doesn't show you the behind the scenes of how stressful things are, especially if your house is very old and plumbing and water lines are not the way you wanted it to be. Man, I'm gonna show you our shower. I'm literally obsessed with this shower, but we can't do it ourselves. And plumbing, so expensive. The guy quoted us basically $900, and then he said $600, and then I said, can we have it for $550? Sure, we'll have it for $550, but so stressful. Now that it's all done, our tile guy came in and installed the tiles, installed the tub, and the stress from that too. Our drain has like old type of drain, so the bathtub that I got didn't come with the overflow and the drain, and we couldn't find it. And the guy is coming, so we have to figure something out. And they bought like new PVC pipe to figure out to make their own overflow line and the drain, but it wasn't working. So we had to dig in our garbage bags to find the old overflow and the drain, because the drain fits the piping underneath it. Telling you, it's so stressful. I was still working. It's a good thing that it's March break when we decide to do this, so the girls don't have to shower. They went into their grandma's house to go shower, wash their hair, but every day we set up a Filipino style bath downstairs in our basement. We have like a little kiddie pool. We fetch water in a bucket, and then we take a bath like Filipino style, you know, like tabo. It's so funny, but it's coming along nicely. We just have to do the floor, silicone the whole tub. Also, my husband and my father-in-law did our window frame today, which is nice. So I have to silicone that today, and I have to finish off painting so that I can work on the silicone. And then that's it for tonight. And then my husband and I needed a drink after this week. So my husband went out to go get some drinks. It's Friday night, so we're gonna have some drinks. And tomorrow we're gonna tackle the tile. We are gonna, hopefully everything goes smoothly, but this renovation didn't come easy. There's so much hurdles on the way, and it's just so annoying, and I can't wait to get this done. But once everything is done, I'm telling my husband, once everything is done and we'll look at our washroom, it's gonna be all worth it. And I feel so bad for my husband. He took the whole March break off and he didn't get any days off at all. He's been working since Friday last week all the way this Friday. Another thing, I painted the walls. Last night I stayed up until 2:30 to finish painting the whole space, because my father-in-law will come in to install the lights. But when I came out and look at the space, it looks like a nursery with baby blue and a gray paneling. I'm like, what the hell? Why is it has like baby blue undertone to it? It's white, but it has, you know, all the whites, even though it's white, but sometimes they have undertones to it, so it's coming out as baby blue. And I'm like, no, this is not what I expected the bathroom to look like. So early in the morning I went over to Home Depot, picked up a nice shade of white, and just wiped the whole space, which is really nice because it did complement our tiles, and it's gonna look nice. We installed the shower, it's looking very nice. When we turn it on, it's like sprouting all over the place. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so done. We figure it out, we redo everything, and we put it back. Leaking is not there, so I'm like, oh yay! The shower is done, you know? My father-in-law went home, and then I was cleaning, vacuuming and stuff because I want to take photos. I was wiping the tub and it was like wet. Like, oh, it's probably just because we turn it on, right? Nope. I see water coming out the tiles. I almost cried. No way. So I called my husband. I'm like, wait, there's water coming out underneath the tile. So he figured it wasn't really the behind the wall, like the plumbing that the plumber did. He said it was just where we attached the metal thing for the faucets. So, okay, I'm like, so okay, so what we're gonna do, so we're gonna take it off. Don't take apart the shower head because those are all settled and good and not leaky. We are just gonna take off from the base now, and you retape the thing and we're gonna do it again. That's what we did, and it seems like it's working, but I don't see any water. So, happy. Hopefully, no more hurdles until we finish this bathroom, because we are super done and we are super tired and we deserve a drinking night. And tonight is gonna be the night of drinking before we tackle this tile tomorrow. And everything is gonna be okay. Hopefully.